All right, HBO's It, episode 3. And the starting of this episode starts in 1908. We get a lot of flashbacks from the past. And I think a lot of these details are very starting with the carnival. What's your take on the carnival? How did you like that scene?
It's a good intro scene, especially since it's usually portrayed as a clown, and we get a lot of good clown carnival-y scenes right here.
Yeah.
Which I've been waiting for since the beginning of the season, but it actually didn't really allude into him in any way at all. It was just really setting the grounds for the boy and its timeline of Derry at that time.
I'm pretty sure there's some significance of the carnival. I mean, Pennywise in general, which is probably going to be introduced eventually because of the carnival or the carnival-like society during that time frame. So I'm thinking eventually they're going to go back to Pennywise. But other than that, you're right. It just kind of the little boy and kind of his fear for some of the carnies. It later on incarnates, the old creepy guy in the woods.
Right.
Yeah, that was a creepy scene. Actually, that guy was ugly.
Yeah, so if anything, it set up the scene perfectly for that. And it gave us a good background of its territory, or rather its boundaries of where it's allowed to be and housed in. That was important information that did give
It was important too. And that's what I don't think we know yet, right? Why wasn't Pennywise able to leave the forest? Mm-hmm. I guess he's bound to a specific area. There's probably a reason that we don't know yet. And it could also be something they might be able to use in the future to keep him in one spot.
Correct. I wonder if it's just from where he landed and he's main base and locations.
I was thinking the same thing.
So later on, when we saw Halloran in the plane, or the helicopter rather, flying through, he was guiding them through the forest trying to locate his main location.
Yeah. But Pennywise is kind of operating in the city, so somehow his level of distance has increased.
Yeah, I wondered that too a couple of times. It made me wonder, did his distance or his boundaries increase, or the boundaries in place by the Indians that kept him housed in that area? There's a lot of questions. Or possibly is it that Derry just expanded into the forest over time and knocked out the forest and they grew the town there?
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but then again, when they got in the helicopter and drove pretty far into the forest, I'm like, there's no way they built the town on the forest then. Mm-hmm. Sort of. I don't know. There's a lot of questions, but I'm sure there's answers coming, and there is a reason why they showed the forest and the boundaries in the first place.
Definitely. Overall, this episode was good. I definitely still think it's a slow episode. The last two episodes have been kind of slow. The first episode's been the most intense, fast-paced one. It's a slow series, but I guess that it has to be. I don't know if any viewers know, please leave it in the comments, how many episodes there are in this season overall.
Yeah, I'm hoping enough.